The skit that Drewski just did was unacceptable to Turning Point USA. To everybody else, that shit was hilarious. And if y'all don't know who Drewski is playing in this skit, I think you need to take a closer look. Turning Point USA is about to be pissed off. I'm guessing y'all still don't know, right? Look at this shit. If y'all can't tell this is Erica Kirk, I don't know what's wrong with you. That's Erica Kirk right there. That's crazy. And I'm guessing y'all acting like y'all don't remember when this happened. This is where Drewski took that from. That ain't nobody else. He playing Erica Kirk. They ain't gonna like this one.
I serve a righteous God.
They gonna say he playing with God. Look at the face.
That's why we say our prayers. We're all his children.
Oh, nah. Spot on. Look at this right here. You can't be mad at Drewski.
And we ask the Lord to protect us. Of course.
Look.
But we serve a just God.
Look.
And I rest easy in knowing that.
Wow.
He's sovereign, but he's
just.
Look
at the face. But when they notice this part right here, this shit right here got a lot of people mad.
We have to protect all men in America.
He did it this time.
Especially all white men.
You heard him.
America. Those are the boys that we keep.
You heard this?
In this country.
Who is he playing?
America is built on their backs.
Kirk.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man. Especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need
Damn. Y'all gotta remember, Drewski is just a comedian. And this is what comedians do. I'm gonna let the rest of the skit take you out. Drewski might be the funniest person in the world, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Damn. Yeah, he did it this time.
One of the most famous fruits that's actually very poisonous is soursop. Soursop actually has a neurotoxin called anonicin. It can kill cancer cells in a lab experiment, but it can also damage your brain cells in high enough doses. So people today have to be careful on how much they eat and in what form. And that's because these things adapted to be eaten by creatures that no longer roam this planet. That's why some scientists think that in places where it's eaten a lot, especially as herbal drinks made from leaves and seeds, there's a higher rate of Parkinson-like brain disorders. We basically adopted a fruit that may have lost its original partner in nature, but still found a new reason to exist, which is...
Come back here to the comments and let me know your thoughts. And I need you to keep one thing in mind. These aren't wax figures. It would have cost millions of dollars to make wax figures that you could continue to move around, people.
Okay, so I decided to take this chair apart and redo it. Well, I knew it was old, but I didn't know how old it was until I got in, realized it had been put together with twine, burlap, and this. But then I noticed this black stuff that was used as padding. Can we please? It's human hair. Human hair and cotton.
I've been eating just fruits for over 2 years now, and here are some lies that eating fruits has exposed. Drinking water is a total scam. It's not necessary. It doesn't hydrate your body. It's just a money grab. Because when you eat your original diet, you don't get thirsty. Water's dead. It tastes like nothing. The water we're supposed to consume is in fruits. And it comes in thousands of different flavors. Protein. If what they told us about protein was true, I wouldn't be alive right now. I ate just watermelon for over 5 months. 160 days. Then I did it again for 104 days. I've eaten apples for 25 days. I've eaten grapes for 27 days. It's just another scam. All of these scams are designed to get your money. I think about how would you drink water if you didn't have indoor plumbing and if they weren't putting it in bottles for you. And when it comes to protein, how are you getting your protein if they're not killing the animals for you? Because most people don't have it in them to kill an animal. And then most people wouldn't know what to do with the animal after they killed it. If those who eat animals had to kill the animal and prepare the flesh for consumption, they'd be looking for protein from other sources. Body odor. Body odor is a sign of poor hygiene, and everyone agrees with that. But the thing is, people forget they have body odor because they use deodorant to hide it every day. They dump death in their bodies every day. That's why they smell like death. They're slowly becoming the energy that they're consuming, and they never actually clean their bodies. They take showers and baths every day to clean their skin, thinking they're cleaning their bodies. To clean your body, you have to clean the inside. They've lived for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years or more and have never cleaned their body. They didn't clean the shit out of their skin, though. That's why they stink. That's horrible hygiene to not clean a body. And again, everyone would agree with that. But people think they're cleaning their body when they're cleaning their skin. I challenge anyone who eats death to go 5 days without deodorant. So a lot of people just need to be reminded of the truth. And there's more, but that's all I got time for this reel.
A Radio Canada investigation may have you thinking twice the next time you're at the grocery store. Hidden cameras reveal that fresh packaged meat may be older than the labels suggest.
That steak you grilled last night? Legally, it can be called 100% meat, while containing something that's never been alive. The loophole is so absurd, I genuinely didn't believe it until I saw the FDA documents myself. What you're about to discover changes grocery shopping forever. You grab a bag of Tyson chicken nuggets. The label says 100% all-natural chicken. Sounds great, right? Well, here's what they're not telling you. That 100% chicken claim? It only refers to the chicken portion itself, not the entire nugget you're shoving in your mouth. The actual nugget sitting on your plate is roughly 50% chicken meat. The other half? Breading, fillers, and a cocktail of additives you'd need a chemistry degree to pronounce. Let's talk about modified food starch. This stuff bulks up the meat and helps it retain water. So you're paying chicken prices for what's essentially a sponge. Then there's sodium phosphates. These make old chicken look plump and juicy, fresh, like it just came off the farm this morning. It didn't. Some Tyson products contain over 20 ingredients. Real chicken needs one, just chicken. And the birds themselves? They're raised in 42 days. That's half the time chickens took to grow 50 years ago. These aren't the chickens your grandparents ate. These are Frankenbirds pumped to market weight at record speed. I used to feed these to my kids every week. Thought I was giving them protein. Turns out I was giving them a science experiment held together with starch and hope.
Okay, right now it looks like Australia is going to be the first domino to fall, unfortunately, in this fuel crisis, which is quickly getting out of control. 90% of Australia's fuel comes from Asia, which it gets from the Middle East. 42 gas stations have no fuel at all. 107 have run out of diesel. And someone goes on to say how ridiculous this is because in the 1970s, Australia produced over 70% of its fuel. They're also telling Australians to drive slower, to work from home, and to avoid air travel. Now, you remember, a lot of this stuff is first a suggestion, and they're worried about fertilizer, of course, and diesel. But a lot of this starts as a suggestion, and then it turns into something else, if you remember what happened in 2020. Then Trump said if Iran doesn't fully open the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, and he posted this last night, then he will hit their power plants and obliterate their power plants, starting with the biggest one first. Now, I can tell you, I'm pretty sure the Strait of Hormuz is going to remain closed. Because if it stays closed, we end up in an energy crisis. And it seems like if we get in an energy crisis, then by 2030, we will all be driving electric vehicles or public transit electric vehicles, which I'm pretty sure they wanted to do. So it seems like there's a problem right now, which is going to have a reaction, and the solution is going to help achieve all the 2030 goals in the first place. Isn't that an interesting problem to have that results in the solution of the thing that they wanted to do anyway? I wonder if there's something more to that. Now, I would say like stockpile gas and food and all this, but dude, this is going to last a while. Even if you had a year's worth of fuel for your vehicle, this thing is likely. Think of it. It was supposed to be 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and it was 2 years. Now, this is temporary war measures that they're talking about, reducing fuel or restricting fuel usage and all that. But wars last decades. So just keep your head on a swivel and don't take the mark, because that's coming at some point too.
Have anything negative to say about Sean Combs, because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect.
It didn't happen to me, so it can't be true argument is horrible to use, especially with regards to Diddy. Usher being on Diddy's side after all this time makes sense, because when you are growing up with somebody and they practically raised you, Usher was groomed to feel this way, but it's still not good. Usher is a grown man. And to use this argument, it reminded me of back when Harvey Weinstein was being accused, right? And so many actors came out and they were like, well, it didn't happen to me. Harvey didn't touch me. Harvey didn't try to make me suck his thing, so it didn't happen to me. That's not how that works, Usher. And now it's starting to make sense why this was happening to you when Justin Bieber got a hold of you. Because if Justin Bieber saw this interview before we did, no wonder he wanted to beat the brakes off you. To say that it didn't happen to me, so it's all good, we should just respect what Diddy has offered music. We should respect him as an individual. Yo, what? I will never support Usher again, bro. This is what I'm talking about. The elites in the music industry, the people at the very top in the music industry, are blind to what other people at the top are doing. These are the individuals that are making the music industry worse, because they're letting people who are like Diddy get away with stuff that Diddy has been doing.
Rizbox, how you doing? Yay!
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50.
Wake up early, bitch, I gotta get some move. In my pockets, I got cheese, I got